Hello, Alex. I say, I thought I had detected a slight racket in His Majesty's apartment tonight.
Relaxation from the cares of state.
Those are the cares of state.
You think you're going over about 16 minutes?
Oh, Pat.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Say, that's Zero.
Red. Why you, sir?
Place your bet, gentlemen. Place your bet. Place your bet. All down. Down we go. Zero.
Croupier, what's the limit of my credit?
2,000 dinars.
Thank you. I'll be back in a moment.
Place your bet, gentlemen. Place your bet. And now he'll tell her he loves her 10 times as much.
So, what sort of a woman is she?
A foreigner, and a calamity for Alex. I wonder who'll be next.
Next.
Well, there must be, after he blows his brains out.
Messy business, brains unencased in a skull. I'll have him transferred to Pierrot.
It may be difficult, Colonel, getting him to leave Madame Draga.
Keep him here at least an hour. A drink, Alex?
No, thank you, sir.
Oh, wait. The tables won't run away.
It's a comforting thought, isn't it, sir?
Yes, for the croupier, mostly.
Have a good time tonight, Alex. I may as well tell you now. There's an order out transferring you to Pierrot.
Pierrot? A fortress in the wilderness, not a house within miles?
The garrison is run down. We need you out there.
Thank you for letting me know that I'm to go, sir.
Don't mention it, Alex. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Have a good time. It's your last night. Who knows? He may be right.
What are you going to do?
Now, I'm going to try my luck again.
Oh?
Well, we'll call it luck, for want of a better name.
Let him in, quickly. The captain was here last night, the night before, and 101 nights. Oh, hurry. Yeah. Haven't you ever been in love? Sure I have. Only yesterday, a policeman. I know now. Oh, will you let the captain in? Sure. Yeah. Coming. Alex. The dame is well. It is to me. But, madame,
Madame Daga?
Yes. Good evening, Colonel Demirovich.
Rather a difficult name for a foreigner, I believe.
Yes. Won't you sit down?
Thanks, no. I'm quite comfortable. I'm quite comfortable.
You don't look it, Colonel.
Your mistake, gracious lady.
Oh, I have made a good many.
Yes. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
I came here...
Yes, Colonel, you came here. Oh, I waved to you from the window.
Thank you, dear lady. I was very appreciative.
I thought it was someone else.
I know.
Suppose we forget it. You were saying you came here...
Oh, yes. I came here...
Suppose we assume you are here now. That will be so much simpler.
Yes, well, I came here...
You are here.
I am here. I am. I am here to inform you of the condition of Captain Alex Pastich.
Has he been injured?
He has not been injured.
What then?
He is making a fool of himself.
That is not possible.
Well, then, more properly, you are making a fool of him.
That too is not possible. I love him.
You are ruining him.
I do not believe that.
You mean you would prefer not to admit it?
By what right to do?
I am not only his superior officer, I am also his friend. He cannot afford the luxuries he has showered upon you. He has contracted debts far beyond his ability to pay. That is true, madame. Therefore, tomorrow he will be ordered away from here to Pirot, a post which makes it impossible for you to accompany him. There are grave doubts in my mind as to whether he will obey. In any event, his disobedience or his debts will either one undo him.
What will happen?
As an officer and a gentleman, he is bound to discharge his debts, both to his country and to his creditors. He seems to have paid you rather well.
Good evening, Colonel.
Place your bets, gentlemen. All down. Down we go. 28.
You have kept me waiting. I have worried.
Don't ever worry, darling. It's good to be here. quicker the merrier, for tomorrow we die. That's only a saying, darling.
Alex, there is something wrong.
Nonsense. I love you.
Love you.
Can't be very much wrong, then.
Promise you will remember me, for I will remember you.
You know, I think you're even more beautiful when you look worried.
I suppose then you will keep me that way.
Not often, darling.
You don't look troubled.
Oh, why should I? I haven't a worry in the world. Only tonight, I'd rather not talk.
Oh, you must tell me whatever it is that's troubling you.
That's nothing, dear.
Perhaps I can help.
No. What is it? Well, you're not crying.
You'll be here early tonight?
Tonight? Well, yes.
You are going away.
What?
You have been ordered to Piro.
How do you know?
Oh, I heard.
I can't go to that godforsaken place. I won't go.
It might be a very good thing for you. I love you, but we must part. We can't go on together as we have been, you know that. Go along, darling. Out there you'll find yourself. Don't fail me.
But what will you do?
Oh, I don't know. Go to Vienna, Budapest, work very hard and always keep you first in my thoughts.
Right?
Oh, no. You might want to come to me and I might not be strong enough to say no. Don't write.
But how can I?
Oh, if you love me, you must. You won't fail me.
Never.
Hurry. You should be in the barracks now. Masha! Masha! Get me the colonel with the scrambled alphabet of a name on the phone. Yeah. Hurry, will you?
It's a dirty shame, sir.
We all die.
Nobody objected to the old fool dying, but they don't hire mourners for suicide. Why couldn't he die naturally? We need worse.
Yeah. Well, just as a favor to you, I'll not commit suicide.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Don't mention it.
Now hurry to the pawnbrokers. Get all you can for them and don't give the money to anyone but the colonel, understand? And don't talk to any policemen. Masha. And don't let the captain see you.
Where are we going?
No, Vienna, Budapest, Berlin, I don't know.
To work?
What does it matter? I love him enough.
Couldn't we keep enough to ride first class? Your love wouldn't miss it.
Oh, do exactly as I told you. Now, Ron. Wrong!
That loved the man, but our house of love was built on sand. White love, it was grand, my love. We lived in love, our days through, but each night in dreams, it started anew. He comes to me as he used to do, my love. And then he holds my hand. And I heavenly kiss could I? And then he dims the light. And then he I am just a woman that loves her man. I can't have him, so I do what I can to get another man to love. He may not be just the same. He may be a beggar. He might be the king. He might be you, or you. I love him. If you will hold my hand, then I will understand. With eyes afire, I will know you desire. And then a heavenly kiss, could I resist? And then you will dim the light. Then you I'll take you to Yes.
Madame, you have been honored. This gentleman, Lieutenant Ivan Petrovich, has... Oh, you have been honored, madame.
My name is Maria Draga.
You have been unbelievably honored.
So? I don't feel any different.
Madame, it is my pleasure to invite you to a party tonight.
You make it sound very exciting, but, no. I'm tired. Some other time. Perhaps.
Madame, you don't understand. It is not I who is asking you.
What are you doing then, huh?
You must recall the gentleman who was so interested in you as you sang.
Oh, the one who said, quiet.
Yes. You see, you must come.
Must. Who is he?
Madame, he is the king.
Oh. I am flattered, but not tonight. Must.
I'll go. Madame,
Oh, yes.
I think you better...
The consequences of your refusal may be terrible. His Majesty will not brook the slightest disobedience.
That's too bad.
Madame, His Majesty is often violent when crossed.
Cheer up. Maybe this time, apoplexy, huh?
Madame!
Oh, come, Lieutenant. It can't mean so much to you.
It means I have failed. Failure has never helped an officer of the King's Guard.
And if I go?
His Majesty will be delighted. I'm sure...
Wait. If I go, will you come tomorrow and give me some information? I must hear about an officer of your guard who should be back here now.
Gladly, madame. And you may count on my discretion.
Come along, Masha.
Oh, but we...
Oh, I shall need her to help me dress. One second.
Madame Maria Draga. Your Majesty, allow me to present Madame Maria Draga. Madame is the lady...
I know. Well, what do I know? I know I've been waiting impatiently for you.
I'm flattered, Your Majesty, but,
Huh? Oh, those? There's a couple of girls I was comforting. But they needed comfort.
you're very thoughtful, Your Majesty.
How can I help it? With 70 ministers always about, reminding me to be thoughtful. Oh, and by the way, we mustn't refer to me as Your Majesty this evening. No, I'm here as Count Stein.
Of course.
Hmm?
That's why you haven't your crown.
Huh?
I was wondering about that.
Crown? Oh, crown! Oh, yes. Didn't you know I only wear that on state occasions? It doesn't fit anyhow.
May I sit, Count Stein?
Why, of course. Count Stein exists only for your happiness.
My happiness. Let me remind the Count that I am an individual, not part of a crowd.
Oh, these people? I just have them around to make a noise. It keeps me from thinking. Good idea, don't you think?
Splendid. Where did you get it?
Oh, I thought it up myself after the last, well, uprising.
Oh. I have forgotten them.
Oh, no.
I'm tired. May I leave now?
Leave now? No, it's early. You can't leave now.
Can't.
No. Why, you haven't seen me in my crown yet. I remember distinctly you were interested.
Oh, yes. Some other time.
You'll never put off till tomorrow. What you
But
can...
it is tomorrow.
No. I've had all the clocks in the palace stop. Come along. My delight, you intoxicate me.
I come.
You. And moreover, I am not the count in here. I'm the...
I dare say here you are the king.
I am. And you shall be my queen.
You are intoxicated, Your Majesty.
And you shall call me Alexander.
Thank you, Alexander.
And you shall have all the joys of being my queen with none of the trials.
Of course. And the crown wouldn't fit, would it?
They never do.
Your Majesty.
Yes?
I came in here to see the crown.
The crown? Oh, the devil with the crown. I came in here to... Oh, I'm sick of a million things and more people. You've stirred me. I'm alive again for the first time in years. Come to me.
I wonder if you can see me.
It's more than seeing. It's another sense that only lovers have. You've been in love?
Terribly. Only once. Thank heaven.
Then you must love someone now.
Yes.
You will forget him. I shall see to that.
Oh, you just issue an order, huh?
You'll see. I'm going to make you the happiest woman in my kingdom.
Really, Count Stein?
Alexander, as long as you live, kiss me. Any true subject would.
I'm not a subject.
I'll have you naturalized in the morning. It's too late tonight.
I'm honored, but it's time to go.
Go? You've got to stay.
Got to. Strange words from a man in law.
What have I done?
You have been quite clear. Let me be just as clear.
What can I offer you?
A car at home.
You can't just leave. You... Yes, you can. Will I see you tomorrow?
If you find time.
And will you be glad to see me? And will you come again tomorrow night and... What can I do for you?
Nothing.
Call the captain of the guards to attend this lady to a carriage.
Good night. What's your name here?
Alex.
Good night, Alex. Alexander.
I am king in the wrong country.
before, Captain?
Possibly, madame. Oh, yes, I remember.
Sweet are you.
I recall now. You mentioned entering the seraglio. Too bad His Majesty has kept you waiting so long for his royal favors.
Isn't it?
And too bad also that he has the habit of changing his mistresses every night.
I'm not the king.
Oh, he had you in there to entertain a friend? Whom? The African ambassador? I see you're still a haughty wench.
You shan't talk to me as if I were...
Aren't you? And how do you expect me to talk to the procession of women I escort out of there under like circumstances? As if they were queens?
Alex. Let me confess
I shouldn't
my
care.
greatest shame.
I'll not-
It's very interesting. I was once in love with an ass, but never until now did I hear him bray.
Furthermore, Your Majesty.
Then we'll dim the light.
Furthermore, this marriage would have a second benefit for the dynasty. You have...
Do you happen to have a rhyming dictionary on you?
Are you serious, Your Majesty?
Serious? Do you suppose I've been working on this thing for 3 weeks without being serious? Go on, go on.
I was saying, Your Majesty... I was saying, Your Majesty, the dynasty would benefit secondly by,
Oh, the devil.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
if it please, Your Majesty.
You're talking about the second benefit. How many benefits will this marriage bring me?
A marriage to Princess Helena will bring 8 major benefits and a host of minor benefits.
You've talked for an hour, and you're only on the second benefit. Oh, well.
I try not to bore.
Then how do you expect to be Prime Minister? Where is the picture of our very royal and very knock-kneed cousin?
This is it, Your Majesty.
Ah. In the career of the oldest among you, did ever a scrawnier female live?
But the benefits.
I know, I know. Her father will lower the duties on our exported hogs. I'll bet 10 to 1 she is knock-kneed. Is she?
I wouldn't know, sire.
Well, you should. Just as important as the duty on hogs, isn't it? All very well for you. Only have to look at her once in a while.
If I may suggest, sire, you have plenty of, well, legs.
I have 2, 1 on each side.
Your Majesty would always have access to...
Oh, not always. I've been on a merry-go-round now for 3 weeks. It's depressing. What is it?
Shall I proceed?
Please.
Under the second heading, dependence of the dynasty on an heir to the throne, I have the following. Accruing to the dynasty...
Here. If I promise to listen to you tomorrow, will you do something for me now?
Anything, Your Majesty.
See if you can find me a rhyme for orange.
You'll get about as much satisfaction out of his picture as you're getting out of him.
Mind your business.
Isn't it my business if I have to run my legs off carrying him notes that he doesn't answer? I'd think you'd have more pride.
You would think so.
A gentleman from the king.
Just a moment. A gentleman from the king.
What does he look like?
Oh, sort of moth-eaten.
He must be from the king. Show him in.
Good evening, madame.
Good evening. So, you are from the king.
A gift from His Majesty.
Thank you.
You may have that honor yourself. His Majesty has arranged an audience for you in his sitting room tonight.
No, thank you.
That bracelet is worth a fortune.
Return it.
What do you want?
Nothing. Oh, you'll pardon me. I go on shortly.
I can't stand on one foot then the other half the night. I'm a busy man.
I won't detain you.
I'm weary of this. What do you want?
To be let alone.
I wish I could leave you alone, but it's my duty to carry out the king's request.
Strange duty for a man with such an important moustache. Those who, well, they are generally different from you.
You should know. This is my first experience of this sort. My relations with females up to now have been with prospective brides for His Majesty.
Oh. Does Alexander want to marry me?
That is almost treason even spoken as a jest.
It would be a joke, wouldn't it? Mostly on me, I suspect. Time, madame. All right.
You are mad.
Perhaps. Good evening.
Fool. How long is she out there?
Not long.
Answer exactly. Cow. What does she do after the performance?
Tonight we leave for Vienna, Budapest, Berlin, I don't know.
Oh, hurry up.
Madam Maria Draga,
Yes.
come along.
Where?
To another carriage.
I prefer this.
Come on.
Spokojnie. Wykać patrzeć, jak wypoczny kwadratowe. Zostaw, ja odleję węd. Co to takie? Zajdzie od diabła osły kwadratowe. To ty, bałpanie jeden. Bo jak ci powiem do słuchu, to cię prababka przypomni.
I can't understand a word.
Oh, if you only could. Let me get out of here.
No, I can't get...
Listen to me. I can't let you go. I'm too madly in love
Oh,
with
you are a great lover. You with your ministers, your
I
policemen, and
haven't
you...
time to explain all that now. We must make haste.
I agree. But in opposite direction.
No, listen. A civil ceremony tonight, a religious ceremony tomorrow morning. Now you, my queen.
General, try again to see this she-devil.
I shan't fail.
I'll handle the king. Gentlemen, have a pleasant night, sire.
No. Well, it seems that the queen is of a religious turn of mind.
Queen,
Sir, you really don't mean...
Your Majesty, let me present the wise and wherefore.
This will precipitate the fall of the dynasty.
Consider the feelings of Helena's father.
Your own father will rise from his grave.
Oh, put a rock on it.
There is no valid reason for this horrible blunder.
Quiet.
Now, madame, you are finished.
Oh, I wish the general was. Do you like it?
I do not. Enough of this. Get these people out.
Wait in the next room, please. Now, General,
I'd like to say a word.
I'm doing the talking.
there is no argument about that.
Madame, you will not marry the king. He's temporarily insane. Our duty is clear.
Then what?
If you will come with us, we will set you across the border and pay you well. If not,
Yes?
the king, sane or insane, cannot marry a woman who no longer exists.
I see. One moment, please.
Mean that it can be Your Majesty, you will ignore it.
Oh, yes. I shall return in a moment, gentlemen. Continue just as though I were here. Well, I've done it. What will happen when they get out?
They came here to prevent our marriage and failed. What happened to any collection of failures?
I believe you have a brain.
I tried to keep it secret, Alexander.
Proceed with the ceremony.
Quiet! Gentlemen! We are locked in.
In the name of the Lord God, in glory and honor, I pronounce you man and wife.
But what is there to do?
Only one thing. Never salute this woman as queen.
I think you're right, Alex. You'll get to the max for it.
Captain Fastett, you are under arrest. Follow me.
Don't you feel his punishment is too severe?
Oh, what difference does it make?
Uncredited.
What?
See, Alexander, it is my fault, isn't it?
No. Well, I've sentenced him to prison indefinitely. Then, on some great occasion, we'll pardon him in your name.
Isn't this a great occasion, Alexander?
Why don't you call me Alex?
It doesn't seem to fit you, Alexander.
But Alexander is such a great name to live up to. Of course, he had a much larger army.
Your Majesty, I repeat, it is foolhardy to turn prisoners loose now, particularly Captain Alex Fastett.
You gave me your word.
And in addition to restore him to his former rank, is more than
You
foolish.
promised.
His Majesty had not consulted
You
me.
were to make a liar out of him, I'm sure.
Quiet! Quiet, both of you!
Is he worth it? No.
All right, all right.
I'll sign.
Pardoned by that wench? No, thank you. This is no time for personal vanity, Alex. We need you outside. All right. desires the Queen's presence at once.
There is undoubtedly a well-formed conspiracy. In my opinion, the conspirators will take action today.
Is that all you can offer for a headache? Where have you been?
I only just received the word that it was advisable to enter your apartment.
This holier-than-thou attitude is becoming rather more annoying than amusing. You're too ill to attend the christening, and we've decided to postpone it.
I'm not ill.
And I say you are.
Don't you suppose the revolutionists will see through that? They will decide that we are afraid to leave the palace. That will give them whatever additional courage they need.
There is something in that.
Not much.
If we are to run, let's run. If we are to stay, let's act as though we had a right here.
Who will talk to running? The ceremony will proceed as planned. And do, in heaven's name, try to be on time for once in your life, will you?
May I go now?
Yes. You've got plenty of men for the cheering?
An abundance of them. And this morning I had a touch of genius.
Oh. As that come back, I hoped you'd been cured.
I hired all the professional mourners.
What?
All the mourners in town. They can make a terrific noise.
Oh, I know. I like noise. I feel safer. But mourners?
Your Majesty will be satisfied then.
Yes, I may have to be.
Let's hurry to the Cathedral Square. And then, twice as loud.
Yeah!
Now, everybody.
You open your mouth just once, and I'll close it for good.
Well, I can't.
Better pass the word along to the rest of your crew. A cracked skull for every open mouth.
Stop yelling. What's the meaning of it?
allotted.
To whom? Ghosts? In the name of God I baptize thee. Amen. In the name of the Father. Amen. And of the Son. Amen. And of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Delegation again, I'm sure of their loyalty. You can get away with good, don't worry about me. Take care of me. Don't fail me, Martha. Don't fail.
I'll throw the Queen out. Why didn't someone warn me?
We did. It may not be too late now.
I've tried to talk to her. With what? Your vocal equipment?
To report.
Good evening. I thought I heard someone knocking. Won't you come in? Pray be seated, gentlemen. I'm sorry I can't offer you any refreshments after your hard day. My servants seem to be out. Well, what is it, gentlemen? We are waiting.
This is murder!
The Queen is secure, sir.
Good. What's her temper?
Well, it's difficult to say, sir.
Captain,
When does the court-martial begin, sir?
we've another idea. The Queen's signature is of the utmost importance. I know the lady slightly, and if I'm any judge, threats won't help. A soft voice may.
I agree, sir.
Good. See what you can do.
I'm the last man in the kingdom that you'd listen to.
You're probably the only one.
I despise her, sir. And she hates me.
She loves you. She stripped herself of all her possessions to pay your debts. She may have saved your life.
What?
You would never have gotten out of the mess you were in without her help. And I know she overruled the king and his ministers to free you from prison. That isn't hatred. We need her signature. I know you'll get it.
I'll try, sir.
Captain, our complete success is just around the corner.
I know, sir. Leave me alone.
Say what you must say, Alex. I'd rather it came from you.
I'm here to help you. We feel that certain measures must be taken to protect the Georgovich dynasty. Your son is safely across the border.
Thanks.
You hadn't heard? I'm very happy to bring you the news. But Maria, your son being alive, and in the hands of a power unfavorable to the revolution, makes him a threatening pretender to the throne, unless...
I'll do anything. Everything you ask. My son will never trouble this country. I promise.
Signing these will help you. This is the abdication of yourself and your son. Don't. Read it.
You.
God help me, Maria. I drafted that paper, hoping you'd sign it without reading it. Hoping to cheat you. Hoping to blacken you.
It's all right now.
Knowing you've always been fair. More than fair.
It's all right, dear.
Pardon, but we are pressed for time.
Madame Daga has abdicated for herself and her son.
Good.
She will not, however, declare her son of doubtful parentage.
Come along, Captain. We rely on you to keep the army loyal to...
It would hardly seem necessary to execute Madame Dragonard, sir.
Perhaps not, Captain. We will see. You may retire to your quarters.
I'll... Yes, sir.
Steady, Alex.
I understand, sir.
I see Captain Pastich has been unsuccessful.
Yes, sir.
Why bother? There are ways to get her signature.
Let's wait, sir. She may break.
Maybe.
Maria Drager.
I take it, madame, you have changed your mind.
I have not.
Maria Draga, you will be ready for the firing squad at daybreak. We will instead exile you. If you will oblige us by signing this, well, I may as well be frank, this safeguard for the Georgovich dynasty. We are determined to destroy the Milord.
I'll do anything you ask, except declare my son illegitimate.
Have you a last request?
Would I receive alone Captain Pastich?
Never. Quite impossible. It may interest you to learn that Captain Pastich has involved himself in a scheme to secure your freedom. If he persists in his activities, it will be necessary to sacrifice him.
Oh, no. Does he know my sentence?
Not yet.
Don't let him know. Please. May I see you?
Never. No. Gentlemen, I will answer for this woman's discretion.
Thank you, Colonel.
It's Alex.
Enter.
What news?
I'm to be released at daybreak.
Better than I had dared to hope for. It's almost daybreak now. By the guard.
The guard? Oh, the colonel feared some demonstration against me. My sentence is being kept secret.
Exile?
Exile.
You won't be alone. I've some preparations to make.
Oh, not just yet. Stay with me for a little while.
A little while. Forever.
Forever is a long time. I have been waiting always to things together. Wait here.
It's daybreak, daughter.
Father, I shall be only a moment.
What was it?
Nothing. Nothing important.
I'll feel better when we're across the border. And don't ever leave me again. You won't miss the crown, Maria?
No, dear. It never did fit anyhow. Goodbye, sweet.
Goodbye, my love. I'll be back in an hour.
Alec! It's difficult to let you out of my sight, even for an hour.
No need for tears.
No. No. No need for tears.
I'll be back.
In an hour.
Sorry to intrude, madame. You should have taken my advice when I was here last.
Most everybody should have taken someone's advice at one time or another.
Very pretty speech, madame.
I'm not sorry I didn't take yours then or now.
What about your son? It seems to me your place is with him.
I will not.
I know what you'll do and what you won't do.
Are you stupid enough to believe I haven't weighed the chances?
We didn't leave it to chance, madame.
I couldn't be happy if my son even unconsciously reproached me. I couldn't go to him as the thing you have asked me to become. I can only expect him to love me now
If you die gracefully. That's what I was afraid of. So much as I dislike to, I shall have to rob you of martyrdom. Alex is arranging the carriage for you. In 2 hours, you'll be across the border. The female clown whom you brought to the palace will be waiting with your son.